Yay! We are going to learn a new math song now. I'm excited. Are you excited? The kids in my class always says, Manda loves math. And that's so true because math is so important. It will help you for the rest of your life. So this is a song called Counting to 15. We're going to sing it to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I will sing first and then it's your turn to sing. Let's read the title together. Counting to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 13, 14, 2. 15's next, and then we're through. You can learn your numbers too. Sing along, it's fun to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can keep going, but I'm going to stop there. It's your turn to sing along. Ready, guys? Get on your best singing voices. La, 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 la. Ready? Just kidding. We don't really sing like that. All right, ready? Counting to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 13, 14, 2. 15's next, and then we're through. You can learn your numbers too. Sing along, it's fun to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, you are right. You did see some sight words. I saw 2. Do you see 2 in the top row? T-O-2-2-2. You got it. You remembered from yesterday. I see another sight word that we were reviewing yesterday. T-O-2. I see T-O-O, and it says 2, but it actually means also. So that's a different kind of 2. So we're not going to worry about that too. All right, let's sing it one final time. This time I'm just going to point to the word of Rose. Use your eyes to point along. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 13, 14, 2. 15's next, and then we're through. You can learn your numbers too. Sing along, it's fun to do. All right, let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can keep going. It's time for an activity. Get out your pad or your pencil and your pen and your paper and anything you need. And you are going to practice writing your neatest numbers, just like I wrote those neatly. Look careful at the teens. The 1 comes first. So 11, 12. This isn't a 21. This is a 12. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Keep going all the way as far as you can go. I know this is new for some of you, so you might just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this isn't so tricky, keep going. Push yourself. Go all the way to 20. If you noted 20, have your grown-up help you write all the way to 100 or beyond, whatever your brain needs. Have some fun doing math, and thanks for singing. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm very excited. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. It's time for reading. So, everybody put on your reading hats. Put on your reading helmets. Click them. Say, I'm a reader. I'm a reader. It is time to learn about thinking. Does that look right? When you read and you look at your book and you think about your sounds, you always have to think, does that look right? And you have to check and see if it looks right. You have to check the sounds. So watch me as I think. does that look right? Okay, I'm going to read my book called Things I See by Manda. Yeah, that looks right. So grown-ups, before I start, I just want to show you what I did. I don't have a lot of materials at my house. I'm not in my classroom right now. So I've actually made my own leveled text. This is about a level C text. And if you think about what kind of books your child normally reads, you can create your own text and you can have them help you. You can print them on the computer, you can handwrite them, whatever you want. So I wanted to show you an example of that, just a basic pattern. All right, kids, back to you. Sorry about that. So readers think, does that look right? We see a puppy. Wait a minute, does that look right? It doesn't. I need to go back and fix it. We see a dog. Oh, we see a dog. I'm going to read it one more time. We see a dog. Cool. Me, mom, dog. That doesn't say puppy. No way. It's not a puppy. It's a dog. Okay. Next page. Let me check it out. We see a snake. Does that look right? It doesn't look right. Readers need to fix it if something doesn't look right. All right, I'm going to reread and fix it. We see a, check the picture. Get your mouth ready. Check the picture. Whoa. Could it be worm? That looks right. Let's read it again. We see a worm. Mom, look. Manda, a worm. Now it's your turn to try. You're going to think, does that look right? And if it doesn't, you're going to go back and fix it. Get ready, get ready. Get your eyes and ears ready. Ready? We see a jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern? Does that look right? No! What should we do? Go back and fix it. Help me, ready? Check the picture. Oh, let me think about it. We see a pumpkin. Let's read it. We see a pumpkin. Me, mom, pumpkin. So readers, today and every day when you're reading, you're going to think, does that look right? And if it doesn't, you're going to go back and fix it. So I want you to either make a Just Right book with your grown-up or ask them to make you a book. Or maybe you even have a little book that you can read. Maybe Piggy and Elephant, or maybe you have a pretty simple Dr. Seuss, or maybe you could just write one just like me and have fun thinking, does that look right? And if it doesn't, you need to fix it. Thanks for listening. Hi again. How are you doing? So it's time for writing. Grab your writing hats, put them on your head, and say, I'm a writer. Ready? I'm a writer. So today I'm going to teach you that writers can write a note to tell someone how they're feeling. Writers can write a note to tell someone how they're feeling. The first thing writers need to do is think about someone they want to talk to. So I'm thinking about my co-teacher, Michelle. I miss her so much, and I miss doing this with her every day. So I'm going to write a note to Michelle and tell her how I feel. So I've picked Michelle. How do I feel? I feel like I miss her. So I'm going to write her a note to tell her I miss her. Watch how I do this. I start with a greeting. My greeting is going to be, hi. I feel like that's a good greeting. So I'm going to write, hi, Michelle. Oh, that's kind of a sight word. I know how to spell her name. Michelle. I miss you so much. Let me count out the words. I miss you so much. I'm going to have 5 words. So, two finger space. It's a new word. 2 finger space. S. 2 finger space. You. Oh, Use a sight word. Y-O-U. You. It's a snap word for some of you, so I'm going to write you. I miss you. Another snap word. So, C-H, chin. Ch. All right. I miss you so much. That's how I feel. Hi, Michelle. I miss you so much. I should have 5 words in that sentence. Do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Michelle. I miss you so much. I can't wait to... sight word. See is a sight word too. I can't wait to see you. Another sight word. Sight words are so important. I can't wait to see you. Exclamation point. I'm excited. See how I thought about someone that I really wanted to talk to? And I wrote them a note. I know some of you miss some friends right now as you stay inside your houses. And you should think of someone that you're thinking of. I'm thinking of Michelle, and I'm thinking of all the kids in my class. So I decided to write Michelle a note first. Hi, Michelle. I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you. Love, Manda. So it's your turn now. Whisper to your thumb someone you're thinking of and want to send a note to. Whisper to your thumb. Maybe in your house you have something like me. I have these little note cards and they're blank. And I can actually write this for Michelle in here. I can start at the top. I can write to the bottom. I can even include a picture with labels. You might have a little piece of paper or something to write a note to. You can even write a note to someone in your house on a wipe-off board. Writing's so much fun, and you need to keep on writing. Practice your sight words. Stretch out your words. Think about your letter sounds. Do your neatest handwriting. So ask your grown-up for something to write a note on and go get it. And if you want, if you make it like a card or a letter, you could ask your grown-up if they know the address of the person, and you can put it in the snail mail. That's where it gets mailed to the person's house, and they can write you a note back. Have fun writing those notes, friends, and be a brave writer. It's time for a read aloud. Woohoo! Reading is fun. So today we're going to read a book called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. We're going to think about a couple of things during the book. So watch me as I think aloud, and I'll also ask you some questions. This is a book called The Kissing Hand. I'm going to use my cover power, and I'm going to think about what might be happening in this book. And if I've read the book before, which I know many of you have, because this is an old favorite, you need to think about some new things you could learn in the book. I'm looking carefully. I see a grown-up because it's a big one. I see a little, that's called a raccoon. And I see they're out in the moon. Maybe this has to take place in the night. And I have a connection. I know raccoons come out at the night because they're nocturnal. Let's say that big word. Nocturnal. The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. The Kissing Hand. I read this to my kids on one of the first days of school. To Stephanie, Rebecca, Corin, and children everywhere who love to be loved. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried, "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" I want you to look carefully at the picture. Think about, how is Chester feeling? And why do you think he's feeling that way? Whisper it to your thumb or tell your grown-up. How is he feeling and why is he feeling that way? Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. Think of something that you loved, that you were afraid to do, but then you ended up loving it. You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and as cozy as your days at home. Chester wiped his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? Very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you, Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers. Spread open your tiny fingers. I know they might be big fingers because you're big friends. Spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss. Let me go back. That did not sound right. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tickled. Oh my goodness. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry when you open your hand and wash your food. I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand. Chester took his mother's hand and his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned around and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. The end. Sometimes in stories, a character's feelings change in the book. I want you to think about, how did Chester's feelings change? We think about how the character felt at the beginning of the book and how the character felt at the end of the book. Now, you can get out your pen and your pencil and write about it. You can draw Chester when he was feeling, in the beginning of the book. And then when he was feeling in the end of the book, write about it and then show a grown-up or take a picture and email it to your teacher. Have fun!